In this video, we'll see the jump search algorithm. Previously, we have seen the linear search, binary search, and interpolation search. Linear search is the general way of searching the element in the by according to the index by index in the list, whether the list is sorted order in the sorted order or in it is not in the whether it is in sorted or unsorted order. It is have it have no objection, and we can search in any order. Whether it is sorted or unsorted, the element will be searched in the linear fashion. But in case of binary search and interpolation search, the elements must be in the sorted order. In the case of this jump search also, the elements must be in the sorted order. Then only you can perform the searching operation. In case of binary search, first we'll take the mid value of the sorted list. Then we'll compare the value, that is the key that what we are going to search, with the index of the mid. If it is less than the mid, then we'll go to the left side. Otherwise, we'll move to the right side. So this is what the binary search. In the interpolation search, the same technique will be used, but a formula was defined. According to the formula, we'll make the traversal. Where in case of jump search, think of here frog jumping. Here frog jumping in the sense, first of all, we'll take the jumping of around 3 steps or 4 steps, that depends. Then after jumping, then we'll search for the key in the reverse order. So you look at here in the on the screen, you can find this. Imagine you have been given a sorted array and you are applying the linear search to find a value. Jump search is an important to this scenario. Instead of searching one by one, what we do is we'll search by k, means step by step. That is jump by jump. Four steps and 4 steps, or 5 steps, depending upon the size of the list. Let's say that the sorted array is A. Then jump search will look like this: A of 1 plus A of 1 plus k, A of 1 plus 2k, A of 1 plus 3k, like that, and so on. The jumping will take place. As we keep jumping, we keep a note of previous value and its index. Once we get the situation where A of I is less than such value, and such value is less than A of I k plus 1, then it means that the value that what we want is in between this particular between the previous jump begin and current jump end. So now we could simply perform the linear search between the A of I to A of I plus k. Thereby we can easily identify the element. This is what the basic idea of the jump search algorithm. Now we'll go for the implementation. Now let us implement the jump search. Previously we have implemented the interpolation search. Then we'll use the jump search here. Void jump search. So it also requires the array and int low, int high, and int key, and int number of elements. So these are the parameters that are required for implementing this search. Now we require how the step by step we are supposed to implement. In step we require, and this step can be used as square root of n, sqrt of n, that is the number of elements. So here for square root we can use hash include math.h header file. So sqrt of n, square root of n. Then we are supposed to go for int I is equal to 0, I less than step. That means till 0 to the step we are supposed to traverse I plus plus. Then if value is less than a of step, that is the whatever the step index is there, if the value is less than a of step, then what we are supposed to do is the high value is equal to step minus 1. That means we need to traverse in that particular range only. Else low need to be adjusted. Low is equal to step minus low is equal to step plus 1. Low is equal to step plus 1. That means now since there is no element available, then we don't need to search in the reverse direction. So we need to go in the forward direction. So this can be done repeatedly. So next we need to search the value in the range. Int I is equal to 0. Int I is equal to low. Already we have defined I here. So for I is equal to low and I less than high. So I is equal to low and I less than high. I plus plus. If A of I is equal to A of I is equal to key, then what we're supposed to do is printf the key percentile d found at index percentile d. Now key comma I. Then once it is found, then what we can do is break. Okay. So this is the jump search. Now we'll call this function here. So already the interpolation search was called here. We may also use the same thing. We copy paste and we rename it as jump search. Zero comma. So here low is 0 and high is size minus 1 or size plus 1. The number of elements and 75 is the key need to be searched. 75 is the key need to be searched and int n is the number of elements. So we are, basically int n is okay, fine. Now what we do is key comma the number of elements size. Now we'll run the code and we'll see. So here value, actually value is not value, this key actually. Key should be compared. And here for I is equal to low and I less than high and I plus plus. So int I is equal to low. The key 75 found at index 12. So this is the jump search algorithm. And this jump search algorithm that whenever we implement and we call this function, like how the 75 is identified at the index 12 in the linear search, binary search and interpolation search. In the jump search also we find at the same index. So hence the whatever the function that we have written is running successfully. Then what is the complexity of this jump search algorithm? Here the complexity of jump search algorithm is, here we look at we have taken the step as square root of n. That means whenever the square root of n is a step, so first it will take the 0 to step size, that is square root of n. and the key value will be compared with the step size. If the key is less than the A of step, then no need to go for searching of the previous elements. Sorry, if the key is greater than A of step, then there is no need of going to search the previous elements. So the previous elements can be ignored. Next, the step size will be changed to the again square root of n. So again, in that case also, the key value will be compared with the A of step. Now, if the key value is greater than A of step, then previous values can be ignored. Then we can move to the next step. So thereby, so many ignorance will be there till we find the key. So and the step size will be incremented for every iteration. That means this entire jump search will give you the time complexity as order of square root n. The complexity of jump search is order of okay, order of square root n. Order of square root of n. This is the time complexity. So order of square root n means it is far better than the linear search and also better than the binary search. Binary search is order of log n, whereas square root n means it is uh, square root n. For example, square root of 100. So that means even if there are 100 elements, then the square root of 100 means it is very small. So in this way, jump search is very efficient compared to the linear search, and when many elements are there, then the jump search is better. It will show the better efficiency compared to the linear search and binary search algorithms. So the complexity of the jump search is order of square root n. So this is what the end of the jump search algorithm.